Welcome students, myself Dr. Satish Chand Pandey. Today's topic is logical and physical addresses in the operating system. What are the logical and physical addresses? Logical address, first will be see. It is generated by CPU while a program is running. The logical address is virtual address as it does not exist physically. Therefore, it is also known as virtual address also. This address is used as a reference to access the physical memory location by the CPU. The term logical address space is used for the set of all logical addresses generated by the program perspectives. The hardware device is also called memory management unit, is used for the mapping of any type of logical addresses to its corresponding physical addresses. What are the physical addresses? It identifies a physical location of a required data in the memory. The user never directly deals with the physical addresses but can access by its corresponding to logical addresses. The user program generates the logical addresses and think that the program is running in the logical address, but the program needs physical memory for its execution. Therefore, the logical address must be mapped to the physical memory addresses. The term physical address space is used for all physical addresses corresponding to the logical addresses in a logical address space. This is the block diagram of physical and logical addresses. We can see that CPU is connected logical address and register and physical address. These are interconnected with memory also. What are the difference between logical and physical addresses in the operating system? The basic difference between logical and physical address is that logical address is generated by CPU in the perspective of program, whereas the physical address is a location that exists in the memory unit. Logical address space is the set of all logical addresses generated by CPU for a program, whereas a physical address space mapped to the corresponding logical addresses. The logical address does not exist physically in the memory, whereas physical address is a location in the memory that can be accessed physically. This is the main difference between logical and physical address. Identical logical addresses are generated by compile time and load time address binding methods, whereas they differ from each other in the runtime address binding method. The logical address is generated by the CPU while the program is running, whereas the physical address is computed by the memory management unit. The overall comparison between logical and physical address, we can see that here in the table parameter, logical address and physical address. In the basic, logical address is generated by CPU and physical address location in a memory unit. Address space for logical address, it is set of all logical addresses generated by CPU in the reference to a program, and whereas address space in physical address is a set of all physical addresses mapped to the corresponding logical addresses. Third parameter is visibility. For logical addresses, user can view the logical addresses of a program, whereas user can never view the physical addresses of the program for visibility. Next parameter is generation. In the logical address, it is generated by the CPU. In the physical addresses, it is generated by memory management. Next parameter is access. In the logical address, the user can use the logical addresses to the access for the physical address, and in physical addresses the user can indirectly access physical address but not directly. This is the comparison. Now, what is the physical address space? Physical address space in a system can be defined as the size of main memory. It is really important to compare the process size with the physical address space. The process size must be less than the physical address space. For example, if physical address space equal to size of the main memory, physical address space equal to 64 KB, it is assumed that means 2 की power 66 KB, that means 2 की power 16 bytes. Let us consider word size equal to 8 bytes, that means 2 की power 3 bytes. Hence, physical address space in words equal to 2 की power 16 by 2 की power 3, that means 2 की power 13 words. Therefore, physical address equal to 13 bits. In general, we can say if physical address space equal to n words, then physical address equal to log 2. Next is the logical address space. Logical address space can be defined as the size of the process. The size of this process should be less enough so that it can reside in the main memory. For example, logical address space equal to 128 bit, that means 2 की power 27 bytes. Word size equal to 4 bytes, that means 2 की power 2 bytes. Logical address space in words equal to 2 की power 27 by 2 की power 2, that means 2 की power 5 words. Logical address equal to 25 bits. In general, we can say that if logical address space equal to capital L words, then logical addresses equal to log L base 2 bits. Now, what is the word? The word is the smallest unit in the memory. It is the collection of bytes. Every operating system defines different word sizes after analyzing the bit addresses that is input to the decoder and 2 की power n memory locations that are produced from the decoder. What is the page table? Page table is a data structure used by the virtual memory system to store the mapping between logical addresses and physical addresses. Logical addresses are generated by the CPU for the pages of the processes. Therefore, they are generally used by the processes. Physical addresses are the actual frame addresses of the memory. They are generally used by the hardware. Size of the page table is, however, the part of the process which is being executed by the CPU must be present in the main memory during that time period. The page table must be present in the main memory all the time because it has the entry for all the pages. The size of the page table depends upon the number of entries in the table and the bytes stored in the memory. If logical address equal to 24 bits, then logical address space equal to 2 की power 24 bytes. Let's say page size equal to 4 KB, that means 2 की power 12 bytes. Page offset equal to 12. Number of bits in a page equal to logical addresses minus page offset, that means 24 minus 12 equal to 12 bits. Number of pages equal to 2 की power 12 equal to 2 की power 2 into 10, that means finally 4 KB. Let's say that page table entry equal to 1 byte. Therefore, the size of the page table equal to 4 KB into 1 byte, that means 4 KB. However, in some cases, the page table size and the frame size might not be same. In those cases, the page table is considered as the collection of frames and will be stored in the different frames. Now, what is the virtual memory? Virtual memory is a storage scheme that provides user an illusion of having a very big main memory. In the virtual memory, illusion is the most important content. This is done by treating a part of secondary memory as the main memory. In this scheme, user can load the bigger size processes that the available main memory by having the illusion that the memory is available to load the process. Instead of loading one big process in the main memory, the operating system loads the different parts of the more than one process in the main memory. In the virtual memory, we can say that illusion is the most important factor for any type of this content. Now we see that how virtual memory works. In modern world, virtual memory has become quite common in these days. In this scheme, whenever some pages needs to be loaded in the main memory for the execution and the memory is not available for these many pages, then in that cases, instead of stopping the pages from entering in the main memory, the operating system researched for the RAM area that are least used in the recent time or that are not referenced and copy that into the secondary memory to make the space for the new pages in the main memory. Since all the products procedures happen automatically, therefore it makes the computer feel like it is having the unlimited RAM. This is the virtual memory. Now we will discuss for contiguous memory allocation. Contiguous memory allocation is a memory allocation method that allocates a single contiguous section of memory to a process or a file. This method takes into account the size of the file or a process and also estimates the maximum size up to what the file or process can grow. Taking into account the future growth of the file and its request for the memory, the operating system allocates sufficient contiguous memory block to that file. Considering this future expansion and the file's request for memory, the operating system will allocate those many contiguous blocks of memory to that file. Fragmentation. Fragmentation, as processes are loaded and removed from memory, the free memory space is broken into the little pieces. It happens after some times that processes cannot be allocated to the memory blocks considering their small size and memory blocks remain unused. This problem is known as fragmentation. There are two types of fragmentation which are known as internal fragmentation and external fragmentation. In internal fragmentation, it happens when the memory is split into mounted size blocks. Whenever a method requests for the memory, the mounted size block is allocated to the method. Just in case the memory allotted to the method is somewhat larger than the memory requested, then the distinction between allocated and requested memory is that the internal fragmentation. We can see the internal fragmentation in that figure. Assigned space and fragment, used space, these are three contents. In the external fragmentation happens when there is a sufficient quantity of area within the memory to satisfy the memory request of a method. However, the process memory request cannot be fulfilled because the memory offered is during a non-contiguous manner. Either you apply first fit or best fit memory allocation strategy, it will cause external fragmentation. In that figure, assigned space and fragment, let process is 07 needs 50 KB and memory space. Then we can say that fragment is 40 KB, another fragment is 10 and last is 5 KB. That means assigned space in between them, fragment, this is called external fragmentation. What are the difference between internal fragmentation and external fragmentation? In internal fragmentation, fixed size memory blocks square measure appointed to process, whereas in external fragmentation, variable sized memory blocks square measure appointed to the method. In the internal fragmentation happens when the method or process is larger than the memory, whereas external fragmentation happens when the method or process is removed. The solution of internal fragmentation is best fit block, whereas solution of external fragmentation is compaction, paging and segmentation. Now we will discuss paging. In the operating system, paging is a storage mechanism used to retrieve process from the secondary storage into the main memory in the form of pages. The main idea behind the paging is to divide each process in the form of pages. The main memory will also be divided in the form of frames. One page of the process is to be stored in one of the frames of the memory. The pages can be stored at the different location of the memory, but the priority is always to find the contiguous frame or holes. In other words, paging is a memory management scheme that eliminates the need for contiguous allocation of physical memory. This scheme permits the physical address space of a process to be non-contiguous. Different operating system defines different frame sizes, the size of each frame must be equal, considering the fact that the pages are mapped to the frame in paging. Page size needs to be as the same as frame size. Today's topic, this is the today's topic. Next topic, paging applications and algorithms. What are the demand paging? We will discuss in the next lecture. Thanks.